Hello there, and today really wanted to talk about something, about a certain mobile game that I think I've been playing for quite a long time now, since the launch date. Now, of course, if it's another mobile game, I don't really think it's going to be worthwhile to cover as much as Honkai Star Rail. But, Honkai Star Rail is just built different. Now, I did not mean like Honkai is like the only good gacha game out there. No, of course not. I mean, they definitely is much better free-to-play gacha out there, much more generous kind of games out there. Sure, but for me, Honkai Star Rail just did every single thing that I wanted it to do in Genshin Impact. And unfortunately, after 1.6 live stream, I can literally just say Genshin could never do whatever that 1.6 has done. Okay, main news is that every single player who logs in 1.6, literally after the update is up or after the warp is up, which is like the whole gacha part of the game, I guess. After it's actually updated to the 1.61 is up, everybody is going to get the free 5-star imaginary character, Dr. Ratio. Now, he's not just a simple 5-star character like, oh, it's just a giveaway 5-star character that is kind of usable but kind of not as meta in terms of like the tier list. No, despite being nerfed, he is considered as one of the strongest single target attackers in the game. I don't know, bro. Like, wow. I can't believe they actually just give it out for free. But in the 1.6 live stream, they at least explained to us that because they won the best mobile game category in the Game Awards, and they also won like the Google Play and whatever. I think it's also the same thing with the iOS App Store as well. They literally won 3 categories, 3 different platforms in terms of like the best the mobile game category. So they decided to just reward us with Dr. Ratio for free. And I think that is literally it. That's the only reason they probably wanted to give it to us all. In canon explanation is that Dr. Ratio wanted to share his knowledge with every single trailblazer, so he just literally offered himself for free. That's the in-canon explanation, but of course, the Game Awards and everything else is the reason why he's given out for free. So, I guess that's why we love to play this game. Compared to other mobile game gachas, you would think like, oh wow, there is a tier list for all the characters. Sure, there is a tier list that is like explaining, okay, which character is much more effective in comparison if they are being team up or are being used as a hyper carry or if they are just solo performing. Now, because this game is like a team-based game, not all characters needs to be able to, perform by themselves in solo play. For example, like someone like Blade or someone like Fu Xuan or even someone like Luocha can technically perform solo if you know how to build them exactly how they can self-sustain and so on, But for the most part, it's a team-based game that always going to allow you to use 4 slots in every single battle. So it's not like you need to like, it does not mean that a single character that is in like the lowest of all tiers, like in the C tier or below, is going to be useless, because as long as you have the proper team combinations, all characters are usable, even the SR characters or the free characters that you get from the game. And I think this is a best testament on why this game is literally the best mobile game, as said by Tectone, by the way, not me. It's because even the worst SR characters is usable. And whatever you can say about Arlen or Madame Herda or whatever, they both are literally still usable if you have the correct characters to back them up. And not to mention, most other gacha games, by the way, including Genshin Impact, have a lot of dud characters. What it means is that Yeah, there is a lot of SSRs. Yeah, there is a lot of SR characters. But not all SR characters and not all SSR characters are very good or viable to use in comparison. Because there is power creep, there is like a lot of like different things, or they have very terrible skills that cannot exactly complement the other characters, or they have literally skills that are being overshadowed by better characters in the future. Honkai Star Rail somehow just manages to reach this balance of like, oh, you don't really need to roll for any characters at all. You can clear the hardest content in the whole game by just using the characters that they give you for free. Yeah, they give you for free healer, they give you a free attacker of all. They give you literally characters of all elements so that you don't really need to actually roll for the characters, by the way. They give you they give you Madame Herda for free if you clear all of the simulated universes. Then they give you the free Eidolons as well. And then after that, they also give you like free characters after you clear a certain stages of MOC and so on. These characters, right? They are not just like, oh, they just give you for free because they are useless. No, these characters are very very beneficial and very very strong. And unlike Genshin Impact, by the way, like, yeah, there are some SR characters that are literally being shafted by people because they require a lot more investment to use in comparison to their counterparts in the same elements. However, in this game, every character is usable. Every character has a team synergy with a certain group of characters. Every harmony character can pair with every single DPS. Every single character technically is still viable to be used for every single hyper carry or dual carry teams, which makes the game is even more balanced than it looks like, you know. So that said, Honkai Star Rail is probably the most balanced gacha game I've ever played so far, as in terms of like a turn-based RPG. Long gone are the days that you really need to pull a certain character that is overly powerful and extremely high in the meta tier list. And in Honkai Star Rail, no. You can see content creators clearing the hardest content using the basic 4-star characters. And it's like, there's no competition at all. I haven't seen other games where, like, I haven't seen other games actually allowing you to just use 4-star characters or 3-star characters or below rarity to actually clear the hardest contents. Maybe for the exception of Fate Grand Order, but that is only possible even if you have like you invested a lot of stuff into the 1-star character, for example, giving them holy grails to consume, which is also only can reach a certain level because because their level limit is not exactly high enough. They don't really have the amount of HP that is required to survive certain stages. So yeah, that is a kind of a caveat to it as well. In Honkai Star Rail, any character can reach to the same level, and any character can still equip the same kind of relics that your SSR can equip. So all of them are viable. No one of them are trash or useless or whatever. Literally, all of them can clear the hardest content. Literally, just watch Mr. Poke's videos on how he uses the basic team, the canon story characters to just clear literally every single content there is. Like, that is just insanity. I haven't seen any gacha game that has such a balance tip to such a scaling level that, you know, it allows even the main character to be useful in all scenarios. Even Genshin Impact's main character is, yeah, his access to all kinds of elements not really meant that he can be the main character for the most part as well. So yeah, let's be real here. I believe every game usually technically can allow you to use a 4-star character, but in terms of viability, I think Honkai Star Rail just edges out of them all because all of the characters are usable. That's the reason why I stick with this game, and that means I don't really need to like scare that I'm going to miss out on certain characters, especially in the 1.5 banner. I literally skip all of them because why do I need them? Because I already have a decent enough team that is cover everything that these characters done. So, you don't really need to roll on every banner. You can literally wait for even reruns of the previous characters that has appeared in the banners as well. So you don't have to worry about it. I guess if you are free to play friendly, if you really want to find a very, very balanced free to play friendly experience in terms of like turn based RPGs and have a very nice, decent enough story with decent enough content for you to play in every single like update patch, I think Honkai Star Rail is probably the one that is in the middle. You can play it hardcore or you can actually play it extremely casually and you'll be fine. And I really, really like this casual aspect of this game as well. But yeah, enough about me rambling. I think Honkai Star Rail is really the only mobile game that I think is worth my time. And unfortunately, I wish Genshin Impact is also going to copy it and do the same because, come on, guys, it's both MiHoYo games. It's both like from Hoyoverse. So I wish Genshin players are treated better because without Genshin Impact, there will be no Honkai Star Rail. There will be no Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, and without Honkai Impact there will be no Genshin Impact, of course. So yeah, hopefully, they are much more able to uh, reward Genshin players much more in comparison to like Honkai Star Rail. Maybe just mirror Honkai Star Rail and how they develop the contents for the game, I guess. And yeah, that's all. Sayonara.